Welcome to Laundromat News Today, where we're bringing you stories from around the world in the laundromat industry. And today we need to head north of where I'm from, up to the San Francisco Bay Area, to get us started, where the San Francisco Giants took their uniforms to a local laundromat to have them cleaned. And the laundromat owner actually turned them away. Crazy story. When asked about it, the laundromat owner looked directly into the camera and said, "Listen, the Giants are already all washed up. They don't need their laundry done." Go Dodgers. All right, we're kicking it off with the jokes today. Love it. That's for you, Patrick. All right, let's jump into India. Actually, there's an interesting thing happening over here, and this kind of goes in line with the theme that we were talking about a little bit, I think last week or the week before, where I was just encouraging all of us to be thinking bigger about our businesses. And there's a little, I started off as a coin operated laundry, that a team of people who started off with the coin operated laundry, they just raised $6 million for their new business, Quick Clean, which is looking to get into healthcare and hospitality there in India. And the reason I bring it up, not necessarily it's going to impact your business specifically, but they're doing big stuff. And they started off with just one coin operated laundry in India. So all that to say, hey, keep your eyes open. Make sure you're, taking care of your business and serving your customers and all that stuff, but also be thinking bigger. Keep your eyes open for opportunities that are out there to expand. Remember, the bigger your business gets and the bigger your vision gets, the more people you can help. And also, listen, the more money you can make as well. So congrats to Quick Clean out there in India for raising $6 million and getting after it in healthcare and hospitality. I want to highlight Houston, Texas. The Laundry Cares Foundation is partnering with Spin Express Laundry in Houston for a free laundry and literacy day. That's on March 18th. So if you're around the Houston area, maybe you want to go stop by and support Spin Express Laundry. Shout out to those guys for hosting a free laundry day. Listen, there's a couple of laundromats opening that I wanted to mention. The first one has this philanthropic purpose sort of tied into this grand opening, where the laundromat's actually using the profits from the grand opening, and this is in Philadelphia, to benefit the victims, the families of the victims of the plane crash that happened not so long ago. So, listen, I love this, and we've talked about how laundromats can make a big difference. That's a very tangible impact that laundry, it's called Love Laundry, is making in the lives of people in their community. So shout out to Love Laundry in Philadelphia there for donating grand opening weekend profits to families affected by the January 31st airplane crash out there in Philadelphia. So very cool. Another grand opening I wanted to highlight is, listen, Illinois is keeping it real, keeping us rooted and grounded. A new laundromat/arcade is opening, where I know a lot of laundromats are going away and have gone away from arcade games, and not seeing that as a optimal use of their space. However, keeping it real out here in Illinois and coming up with an arcade/laundromat, just like in the old days, maybe how it should be. It seems like they have a cool thing. I'm looking at a picture of it right now. And again, we have links to all these stories on our newsletter, so make sure you check that out. But they've got, racing games, skill games, crane games, foosball, coin pusher, all your traditional kind of arcade games in there. And it also has a full service bar. So they're doing it up right over there. And maybe that was the missing ingredient all along to the laundromat/arcade, is the bar. I don't know. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. If that's your laundrette or laundromat out there in Illinois, reach out, news@laundromatresource.com. We'd love to hear more about that. We've got another story of the impact that you can have in American pop culture or your country's pop culture. This comes with a little bit of a sad news, but rest in peace to Carl Thomas Dean, husband of Dolly Parton. But one of the things that came out of this is Dolly Parton's been sharing a little bit of her story with her husband. And it turns out that Dolly Parton met at a laundromat. Her husband, Carl Thomas Dean, they met at a laundromat the very first day that she moved to Nashville, trying to become a country superstar, which she ended up becoming. So listen, not only are laundromats impacting pop culture, but they're just making love happen. And in fact, shout out to Stuart Faulkner out there in Australia, who sent me a picture today of one of his shirts that he had created for his laundromat that said his laundromat's better than tender. So listen, we're out here making love happen and influencing culture with our laundromats. So awesome stuff. The last story that I have for you that I want to announce, and this has been in the news a little bit in the past, but the Kathy Ireland Laundry, they've stated, so Main Street Chamber Holdings has stated that this Kathy Ireland Laundry is essentially designed to triple your wash, dry, fold revenue. That's what their claim is. And it is a franchise, but here's some of the highlights of this franchise and kind of what they're promising here. So 25 dedicated sales reps for commercial and residential account acquisition, state-of-the-art order management software, high-performing website for online bookings, exclusive territory protection, and access to Kathy Ireland brand marketing. So I'm really interested if anybody out there has signed up for this or has been having conversations with the Main Street Chamber Holdings group or the Kathy Ireland Laundry group, and seeing how those results have been panning out, because they're saying they're aiming at tripling laundromat wash, dry, fold business within 6 months. So that could be a pretty big deal for a lot of you. So it might be worth looking into. I don't know, but I would love to hear from anybody out there who has some experience, or anybody out there from Kathy Ireland Laundry who wants to chat. I would love to hear more about that. So news@laundromatresource.com for that. And that is your news roundup. Sorry, not sorry to the San Francisco Giants, but go Dodgers, and keep doing the awesome things with your laundromats out there, making a real impact in people's lives, in American culture, around the world. Good things are happening. Let's keep those good times rolling, and we'll see you next week for the Laundromat News Today.